Hello again, Blue Devils. We are 1 week away from the beginning of our staggered days that will kick off the 2021-2022 school year. On today's daily video, we are going to speak specifically about COVID-19 mitigation strategies that will be in place at Eastglen this year. Eastglen High School's back-to-school plan is now available on School Zone. We encourage all students and families to check this plan out as it outlines all parts of returning to school for the 2021-22 school year. Our back-to-school plan has been developed in alignment with our division's back-to-school plan and is based around the three key principles of safety and mitigation of risk, family choice, and high-quality teaching and learning. The safety and well-being of staff, students, and families is the foundation of Eastglen's back-to-school plan. The protocols are intended to mitigate or reduce the risk of COVID-19, but do not eliminate all risk. Our plan's focus on safety does not depend on one single strategy, but on many strategies that work together to mitigate risk where possible within the complex dynamic of a school community. The division and Eastglen School will reassess later in September and throughout the year to adapt measures as needed based on public health recommendation and vaccination rates for students who are over 12 years of age. As was mentioned in yesterday's daily video, all staff and students are required to wear masks upon entering the school. Students will not be allowed in class if they are not wearing a mask. All questions regarding masks need to be provided to the administration in advance of classes beginning. In addition to masks, students are expected to use hand sanitizer or wash their hands when they enter or leave the school, as well as individual classrooms. They should also use hand sanitizer after touching high-touch surfaces, and all students should wash their hands prior to touching any food, whether at lunch or in foods class. Screening for illness is a key strategy to mitigate the risk of COVID-19. Staying home when sick remains an important way to care for those around us. Before coming to school each day, families must complete the COVID-19 Alberta Health Daily Checklist for students and children under 18 to determine whether they can attend school or should stay home. Families are not required to submit the checklist to the school. It is a tool to assess wellness. All visitors will also complete the Alberta Health Daily Checklist before entering the school. Students, staff, or visitors who feel ill or have any symptoms of COVID-19 cannot enter the school. Anyone who tests positive or has symptoms of COVID-19 must follow Alberta's isolation requirements. Families are reminded to contact the school if your child is staying home sick. The division and Eastglen will continue to physically distance students wherever possible. Eastglen will promote physical distancing throughout the building, including in classrooms, hallways, washrooms, and common areas. If a student or staff member becomes ill during the school day, they will need to leave the school immediately or move to the infirmary. When a student is sick, they will be escorted to the infirmary by a staff member. Both the student and staff member must be wearing masks. The student's parent or guardian will be notified and are expected to come pick their child up. The infirmary will be cleaned after any student use. Students should then follow Alberta's isolation requirements to determine when they are ready to return to school. As the school year starts, the province has indicated that schools will not be informed about individual cases of COVID-19. Staff and students may choose to notify the school about a positive COVID-19 test, but it is not required. If the division receives notification about a positive case from AHS in a school, they will communicate with the school community. Quarantine is not required for close contacts under current provincial direction. This means that classes will not be required to quarantine if there is a case of COVID-19 at school. Individuals who test positive will be expected to quarantine based on the provincial requirements in place at the time. All right, we know this was a lot of information today, but we hope we were able to answer some of your COVID-19 questions. If you have any further questions, please feel free to email kelly.larson@epsb.ca. Tomorrow's video will look at what a day at school will look like, including entry time and process, doors, lunch plan, and breaks. Have a wonderful day, Eastglen.